Yeah, this is Point Blizzard. Coming in hard and off the car. Coming with the flu straight from the barrio. And coming with the heat from the damn street. This is PBN. Born Black National News. The late and the great edition. And the ghetto edition as well. Because this is what we must do at all times. See, cannot let others dictate what we think or what we say. You know what I'm saying? So this is the heat from the street, the backs to crack backs, the boom bip to the line ass, the flow from the barrio, you know what I'm saying? And the boom bip to the line ass lips. This is PBN Point Black National News, the late and the great edition, and the ghetto edition as well. You know what I'm saying? Because we keep it sometimes, we keep it what we call street intelligence, hood intelligence, and many of that. You know what I'm saying? Is what we deal with. We're not into the Point Dexter garbage. You see what I'm saying? And some people seems to want everybody to follow in their footsteps with their nonsense. But we're not gonna do that. You know what I mean? We're gonna follow what we follow. And we're gonna learn what we learn and we're gonna research what we research. And it's just simply that. So while they're busy creating all this hell of mayhem across our planet, which they have been doing for many, 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 many years, you know what I'm saying? It's very sad to see, what is going on. But we see here in today's news, when Fox News coming in by Emma, Colton, 12 hours ago Eastern Standard Time, we see where, what I'm saying, in more ways than one, we see where New York Democrats effort to knock Trump off the ballot, likely DOA, without even considering the 14th Amendment, experts say. Of course, because they want to disrespect the very Constitution that in which the founding fathers had wrote, even though we know they had their affiliations and so on and so on. But they did write these laws in order to protect even the president. You know what I'm saying? So where you're trying to create and have tried hard to create this bullshit about an nutcase ass insurrection that your jackass people chumped up to try to bring forth a fight within the arena of the 14th Amendment. This is not about Democrat win, Democrat lose. This is about the country in which you live in and what your country is involved in across the planet Earth. You know what I'm saying? In your name. Is because they are co-opting the American people's name and saying that we agree with them. You know what I'm saying? That's that demon democratic retarded kind of mind frame that I can't stand. Where these people want to get in your head and talk for you. This is what Elon Musk and them is trying to do and all these different crazy motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? They want to get inside your head and talk for you. So what we supposed to do when your motherfucking ass isn't talking? Sit there like a dummy waiting for you to talk again? Or do something and we can't do it without you? And you get into our head and what you say must go? Is the same thing you're going around telling the world, the United States. But the United States, like I said, consists of who? All the people, don't it? Does all the people agree with what you see going on? No, I don't think so. This is why they love to do what I call their little censorship game. You know what I'm saying? Where they censor your voice and what you're saying based on blocking anyone from saying anything against them saying that they're speaking for you. That's bullshit. And you know it. No one speaks for you. You think for your fucking self. Don't never let nobody lead your mentality as to how you think about what you're thinking about or what you're researching. You know what I'm saying? Or what you're just looking into in general. It don't have to be no rocket scientist shit. You know what I'm saying? But when you look at the political arena and you look across the globe and the world that you are living on and the country you're living in, and the piece of land that you're on at that time, you've got to look at a broader scale. And you cannot let no one tell you what to think, what to talk, how to talk, who to talk, or even consider thinking on their level of their frame of mind. You must be stronger than that now. So, right now, let's take a look at what's going on here. You know what I'm saying? The court likes to say. Let's see if we can pull that in. You know what I'm saying? It's above politics. But sometimes they bullshit me. You know what I'm saying? In more ways than one. But since they want to bullshit and I don't got time for it, you know what I'm saying? It ain't coming on your way. You know but their interpretation is acting stupid right now. Okay? Let me. Yeah, I was going to play this clip, but you know they always bullshitting you. You know what I mean? In more ways than one with their bullshitting fucking internet garbage that should actually be free by now. But we see legal experts to remove the president from the Trump being the president of the United States, you know, from the primary ballot in New York is riddled with issues and likely to fail. Even New York trying to keep Trump off the fucking ballot? You crooked Democratic crackhead motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? I'm sick of you. You garbage ass. Raising the rent, raising all types of shit, doing fuckery to the people, and then sitting up there talking about you a Democratic motherfucking state. You more like a Democratic fucking hate state. Fuck out of here with that. Talking about keeping Trump off the ballot in New York and his life at the fail. It shouldn't even came up on the motherfucking groove at all. Talking about the epic center, epic motherfucking destruction of the world. You know what I'm saying? Talking about riddled with issues and likely to fail even before it gets to the 14th Amendment argument. And it should not even got to that. Election attorney in the Empire State says. You know what I'm saying? As we see, New York Board of Elections, you know what I'm saying? The BOE, the Board of Elections, certified the ballot last week with Trump's name ahead of the state Republican primary in April. But the Democrat Senate Brad, what your name is? Hollyman or Holyman or whatever the fuck that crap name. You see his name. You know what I'm saying? You know, Singal or whatever his name is, filed a petition in his dumb ass. You know what I'm saying? Deep state motherfucking Luciferian Baphomet sucking and probably LGBTQ. You know what I'm saying? LGBTQ on this jammy jam. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to hear that nonsense. Nah, man, let me shut that off right people. I'm coming on these other joints here. So stay with me. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to care about that. Nobody cares about that. That's what he's saying. And anybody in their rightful mind should not let this Brad or whatever, Brad, you know, crackhead looking probably LGBTQ, you know what I'm saying? Because LGBTQ seems to have more power in our country and Hollywood and these rappers and everyone else, and including the fucking president of the United States that's supposed to be running a country, not some faggotry. But at the same time, filed a petition with a state Supreme Court. So how long has the LGBTQ and the gay community have been controlling our government is the question. You know what I'm saying? So files a petition with the state Supreme Court the same day. Yeah, and he should be kicked out of our country. Let that nigga pack his bags and get the fuck out of our country. And don't come back. People like these, people like Harley and stuff, who's blocking different shit from happening, using Supreme Court and making this dance and sing show, needs to be kicked out of our country. You shouldn't have them in our country. They're no good for our country. And this is why anyone that's giving Trump resistance or any president resistance like this and doing what they did to get to this, you got to look at them sideways. You know what I'm saying? Because now you know you're in trouble with your country and the leadership. You know what I'm saying? But the Supreme Court is saying he filed it the same day, claiming that Trump is ineligible. You know what I'm saying? No, you are Mr. Brad Haley or Holy or Holly or Holy, you garbage ass. Talking about Singar. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You is ineligible to even be in government at all. And how the fuck you got there? And where's your credentials, bitch? You know what I'm saying? The move to certify the ballot, you know what I'm saying, in itself, as you can see, the ballot following the believe or whatever view of Democrats in the state writing letters to the Board of Election last year, urging commissioners to bar Trump. That's bullshit. You nervous ass. Your ass is on the run. That's why you're doing this bullshit. And that's why you try to get Trump fucked up in the first place. Because you know Trump will expose your ass and the garbage that you have done for over 75 years, passing the baton from one to another. Some of y'all motherfuckers been there over 75 fucking years. So imagine the baton that was passed to your ass when you first got in government to begin with. Get out of my face. You garbage. You know what I'm saying? Talking about some insurrection. You know what I'm saying? And want to keep ball Trump from the ballot. You know what I'm saying? Arguing he sparked it. He did not spark. Well, listen. How the fuck you gonna go on some bullshit like that? Answer that question. Talk about he sparked. Spark don't mean that it actually isn't a guilty conflict based on the code of law. You just saying that he sparked. Spark what? He ain't spark a damn thing. Don't tell me nothing about he sparked this. You did, demon motherfucking Democrat, Biden, creep ass motherfucker, and the rest of your conglomerate fucking idiots. Between you, fuck Fauci, you know, fucking Alan, whatever his name is, Billy Bud Gates, Bill Baphomet, sucking cock sucking idiot. And you letting these people speak for us and talking about a government and the garbage that you have been doing across this planet for how long now? Even seeing it in the Gaza Strip today? And got nerve to talk about leadership and Trump insurrection? So what the hell you call your affiliation in the genocide of the Palestinian people and backing up fucking netting jackass Yahoo, who is a part of their bullshit to begin with in the deep state bullshit that they do? Get out of my face. Get out of my face. Get out of my face. You know what I'm saying? You created the bullshit that we see now in the Gaza Strip. That was created a long time ago. And you've been killing those people ever fucking since. And you've been hiding it from the world. And when it busts out and it gets loose and all of this, and then you want to take pictures talking about Ayatollah Amini and Lebanon and these different countries, and you make up these stories. You even did it with El Salvador and many Latin countries where you were involved in the corruption in South America, killing governors and different people, and they want to put our name on the motherfucking stamp. Talking about you bought the name USA. That don't give you the right to speak for us. And the rest of the people in the world need to understand that. There is no government that should be speaking for you. You know what I'm saying? You should be speaking for the government. And the government should be coherent and hearing what you say and do. Instead, they are in bed with demon Democrats talking about democracy, calling it democracy, but democracy or democracy or whatever the fuck you want, and killing the fucking people at the same time. Talking about sparking an insurrection in your Baphomet Luciferian so-called 6/2021 when supporters breached the Capitol. The supporters that breached the Capitol were working for the demon Democrats. They were the one leading the crowd. They were the ones who was causing the insurrection. They was the one who did all this massive confusion that you see in order to scramble your brains up and you don't know what to think. Obama did that for sure. Talking about the first black president. No, first of all, let's take it back. He was the first Arab jackass of a president. He ain't black. You know what I'm saying? Not because a man's skin look black means that he's 100% African or black. You know what I'm saying? Many people have co-opted our name and they have demonized it and changed the narrative around in order to whitewash the world. You got to understand that whether you white, black, green, or purple. The lawsuit this month, however, would likely fail due to a handful of procedural issues. New York Republican elections attorney Joe Burns told Fox News Digital in a phone interview Monday. You know what I'm saying? As we see, the number one, in order to get into court, you know what I'm saying? These individuals would have to be qualified objectors. Okay? Okay? How are they? And another question: if he said they have to be qualified objectors, like Jack Dumbass Butthead Smith, you know what I'm saying? Butthead Smith, jackass. You know what I'm saying? Why is it that you are having this man, as we see, you know what I'm saying, in more ways than one, speak out on Trump when when Jack Smith funky ass wasn't even qualified in the sheet before? Is the questions that we have to ask. You see, this is what we have to ask. You see, but now you're telling me that these dudes is up here trying to keep Trump off the ballot, but they ain't qualified objectors. You know what I'm saying? While they sent letters to the Board of Education, the Board of Elections. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Demanding that Trump be kept off the ballot. Why? Why? Because he rocking your fucking ass and exposing the garbage that you've been doing all these years. Because if Trump get in, there's a lot of motherfuckers going to jail, bro. Let's just be honest. There's a lot of motherfuckers going to jail. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to literally get out of my face with that piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? Trying to think that you're going to fool somebody with that nonsense. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of motherfuckers going to jail. I'm telling you. This is what the demon Democrats is trying to do. They're trying their best to keep Trump off that motherfucking ballot because they know that if Trump gets in that motherfucker, they are done. And you ain't gonna believe the ones and what they have done if the trueness of what they have done have been exposed in its fullness. This goes all the way to the Gaza Strip, Ethiopia, Sudan, and much of that area you call Egypt, which is Egypt, you know what I'm saying, in all ways. You a lying son of a bitch. Let's just be honest. You sending letters to the Board of Education demanding to keep Trump off the ballot. That's not a proper objection of course, it's not even an objection at all. Is you're using your political power that was given to you by the people electing you in the first place. You see? You have manipulated the minds of the people even during the 2020 election to even have any kind of fucking support for creep ass Joe Biden when you knew his fucking history. But you see, we got a lot of Luciferian blood-sucking idiots in our country. We have a lot of young people growing up, you know what I'm saying, and joining these motherfuckers. You bring a goat head hermaphrodite fucking statue, 6 of them, and put them in front of 6 state capitals. 6 state buildings. And then inside the building, you set up Luciferian fucking bullshit. Roses and candles and statues. Then you over here talking about mind control. The Chinese over there talking about they invented a machine to control your mind. What the fuck is wrong with you? To allow them to even say these things out their mouth to begin with. Elon Musk really should be run out of our fucking country, really. And take all his robots with him. Because if people don't get it together, that same motherfucker is going to fuck us up because that's why they created those things. And they have thousands of them. 100,000 of them. Same as you see in the movie Matrix. So the movie that they made was probably made by that lady, that black lady, so she wrote and everything. You know, the niggas always take the blame. Probably LGBTQ as well. because this is the one who's running our country. Because you could tell by the chaotic nonsense they want people to do and to manipulate people's minds into it, such as we saw in Virginia with Merrick Garland. And he's supposed to be protecting our country and sitting up in our government with immunity. But Trump can't get immunity. After you do the garbage you all do, oh, fuck out of here. Talking about object, it's not a proper objective. You damn right. It's not a proper objective under New York state law. But you have been getting away with murder, haven't you, for a long time, to where you even started creating, even going back many years. You know what I'm saying? So right off the bat, they have a bit of a problem with withstanding as an objector. That's number one. Let's move on. Let's move on. Burns previously, you know what I'm saying, previously explained that standing is generally limited to individuals who file objections or opposing a candidate, and he found it hard to believe that any of Trump rivals would go to court to take him off the ballot, adding that any potential objector would have to be a party member. They full of shit. You know what I'm saying? They created this so-called insurrection piece of shit. Don't give me that. You created it. This is what you do in order to stop Trump from running for office or being reelected, because you know that all you have done. This is what they're hiding. This is why they scramble these eggs the way they do. They don't mind breaking a couple of eggs, but this is why they scramble the eggs the way they do. You go back to 2016 and shit like that, even Obama time and all that, you realize that he was even working and doing their bidding, even when it comes to Zelensky and Ukraine. Lying to the American people, talking about climate summits, and he going his crazy ass up there, walking in the meeting when they didn't even want you there. He's an idiot Arab boy. And I'm still asking, why does your statue have a goat head, giving the goat a bad name? And where did you get those from? Who created them? Talking about a goat head hermaphrodite statue. Only one set of people I know were goat herders when they came out of the South into Africa. Because black people farmed more than that. They didn't just farm goats. So what's up with the goat thing is what we're asking. With your stupid ass. Secondly, Burns explains there was only a 10-day window beginning when Trump filed with the Board of Elections to launch a lawsuit aimed to keep him from the ballot. Yeah, we should do the same thing for the same people who are saying to keep Trump off the ballot, or any president that they don't like who's going to expose the garbage that's inside of our government and the garbage that they've been doing. You have a very narrow window to file a lawsuit, exclude somebody from the ballot, and it is not measured from the decision of the Board of Elections. It is measured from when the candidate files their petition. In most cases, are certified. You know what I'm saying? Are certificate. The petition in most cases, or certificate. I'm sorry, which is what Trump did. He said nothing to Trump filing. He said, noting, Trump filed in December. Okay? You know what I'm saying? See the garbage they do? This is all this is about. This is all this is about. You know what I mean? Trying to keep Trump off the fucking ballot. This is why the chaos that we saw going on, the wars that we see going on, all across the planet, in Indonesia and places like that, doing sexual genocide to the dark skinned people, and all them walking around with machine guns in their hand, looking like two buck fucking jackass dummies in many different countries. You know what I'm saying? Got the women them having babies for them, and they ain't even giving them no hospital or no this and that and this, and they have to do, and then they over there doing interviews with them and showing them on camera while they're suffering. The African, the original, most of the original people of those lands, Indonesia, all those type of places. We've seen a lot of garbage in the last so many years that's all affiliated, going right back to the days of the beginning of creepy Joe Biden, Nixon, and many of them lying in government, saying they this, lying in government, saying they that, and they're not that, and they're not this. And they've been doing garbage ever since. This is absolutely crazy that people would even allow that to begin with.